Yes, it's match day. Hello, Spurs fans. It's Paul here, the Hotspur hippie. I hope you're all doing well. I'm cheating a bit. I've got one more sunset to go before we kick off, but I'm excited about it, man. Now, there is a chance my PC might crap itself. I've just gone back from a couple of weeks in the Blue Mountains, just bumming around. And sometimes when I haven't switched my PC on for a couple of weeks, it's good. But we'll see. I hope you're all well. I'm excited, man. I'm excited about today's match. I think we're going to smash them. I think we're going to smash Man United. I can't wait. I think it's going to be an entertaining game, no matter what. I hope you've all had your fill of big Ange Postecoglou and his press conference. Again, didn't put a foot wrong. He talked to us, the fans. Let me just adjust my camera a little bit. There we go. Talked to us, the fans, as usual. Humble man. I did a video earlier, I mentioned this, but I'll mention it again. When, the Fleet Street meathead hacks asked Ange, how was it them singing your name? Did you like it? And he was very, very humble. He said, well, I don't know if I've deserved it yet. We'll have to do something about it. So, isn't that great to hear a manager talk like that? And in the face of journalists that really don't understand humanity. He was very good with them. Had a bit of a laugh about a Louis Theroux podcast he was listening to, interview with Nick Cave apparently. But Ange took something out of it. Out of the suffering comes joy. The suffering of sitting through a football match comes the joy of scoring a goal. Because he was pushing back on, how are you going to make the fans happy? Well, you can't make anyone happy. You can't make anyone do and feel how they don't want to feel. Ange is very big on that. I really do like it, actually. It's very rational, very wise. So I've got a couple of things in the Twitter here. I just really wanted to do a stream just to get this tested a little bit. But I will be doing a pre-match build-up on the one and only Irish Hotspur, David Harris. That starts at 2 p.m. English time. I think it is. I think it's 11 p.m. here, because kick-off here is at the unsociable hour of 2:30 a.m. But I'm pumped. I'm probably going to do a little stream here, and I might go and have a sleep, because I'm on everything. I'm like Terry Wogan tonight. I might be on We Are Tottenham TV again, doing their pre-match build-up. That was a lot of fun last week. I'm pumped. I think this year is going to be a good year for pre-match pump-ups. So just through the little bit of news here, I've probably missed loads. I was looking at this on the 2-hour train ride back home. Lazio and Tottenham Hotspur are in talks for Ugo Reis, with Lazio pushing for a free transfer, but Spurs, of course, wanting a small fee. That's from Charlie Eccleshare. There's Hugo. He don't look happy about it, does he? Look. Oh, je ne sais quoi. Zut alors, Hugo. Zut alors. And then this one, people are talking about this, but I don't really give a stuff about Tottenham considering Matteo Alemanni as potential new director of football, because we've still got the shadowy Svengali figure of Paratici knocking about the neighbourhood. How many directors do you need? It's still football, isn't it? That's why I'm not excited about it. I don't care. I think Ange has just got it all under control anyway. Alemanni will part ways with Barcelona on September the 2nd and was close to Aston Villa in June. Premier League opportunity could return soon with Spurs. There you go. I don't know what you lot make of all that. I've talked about this before. I don't really give a stuff who director of football is. I think it's all meaningless. It's all garbage. You're still managing a team of 25 people. That hasn't changed. So why do we need all these suits? These non-football people just clouding the issue. It was a fad that started in the early 90s when there was a bit more money in the game, and it's just skyrocketed ever since. So now at Spurs, we'll have another extra layer. We've got the director of football and whatever Scott Munn's doing, I don't know. Last word on Spurs is saying, this is from Pipe Sierra, AS Monaco are in advanced talks with Tottenham Hotspur to sign Davinson Sanchez. The club will present their official offer in the next few hours. Well, we'll see how that goes. Out of our defensive deadwood, or sort of semi-deadwood, they're sort of almost flatlining, aren't they? Probably Davinson is the one I'd want to hang on to, I think. I'd rather get rid of Eric Dyer and Jaffet Tanganga and chuck in a Ben Davies there and get another one in through the door. Because I think Davinson Sanchez has played a couple of good games. Whether that's enough to stay around, I don't know. Because sometimes players can find a little bit of form and then dribble off a bit, can't they? But I think he's been perfectly fine. And also, last word on Spurs. I was saying Real Sociedad are prioritising signing Sergio Reguilon. Yeah, they can have him. Club have been in talks with Tottenham Hotspur to sign the left back for the last 2 weeks. Yeah, I mean, we got cover through Udogie at the moment. We've got Ben Davies, but Van der Ven can also play out that side as well if we need it, which means we'd need another centre back, of course. It's always centre backs. Anyway, that's all I've got for you. I'm just pumped about tonight's game, man. Pumped. What have I got? I've got another 10 hours to go. 10 hours to go. Hopefully I'm not out of practice with the chat here. I've got this going. I have indeed. There we go. Bit quiet today, but that's all right. We're all building up our reserves, aren't we? I can feel it. Wayne Bonner. G'day, man. Thanks for joining the commune here. I'm going to, I forgot to do it at the beginning of the stream. I'm going to add your name, and I've got another couple of names to add to the end scroll thing. So I'll do that. Howdy all you beautiful people. Hope you're all well. I'm pumped for the victory today. Come on, you Spurs. I'm going 5-2, man. I'm going 5-2. That's what I'm reckoning. And Mark M, morning, my good man. Can't wait for the game. When I was watching the game last week, every time we had to defend, I was not worried. I know, it's a funny, you're right, man. It's a funny old feeling. Like, I'm hearing a lot of people saying they found Vicario to be a bit nervous. I thought he was fine. I thought he did a stand-up job. And I certainly wasn't feeling nervous when he had the ball. And, we even lost Romero after, 15 minutes odd. And Van der Ven and Sanchez did a perfectly fine job. I don't think really they were at fault for the goals. I mean, I suppose any goal is a defensive error, but not in the scheme of defensive errors that we had last year. You know what I mean? It was really rough watching last year, but this year not so much. So yes, it's sort of fun, isn't it? Fun watching us at the moment. It's a weird old feeling. Let me see, how many people have I got watching here? There's about 10 watching. Bit quiet. Here we go. A couple more comments. Thanks, folks. Lenny Vial, that's a new name, man. New name. G'day, man. G'day, Paul. I'll go 5-2 as well. Oh, wise, man. Wise. Yes. 5-2 sounds good, doesn't it? Because if we score 5 goals, it don't matter if they score 4. They've still lost. So, I'm not a clean sheet merchant. As long as we score more goals on the other side, I'm happy. I don't care. I'm not going to go through it with a fine-tooth comb and analyse our defensive deficiencies. If we're winning 5-2, 5-4, I don't care. Mark N. Luton Town. Luton Airport. Luton 1, Tanganga apparently. Lais was close. Nombly maybe. Nombly to not. Yeah, well, if you believe the reports that Alistair Gold has been putting about, it looks like Ndombele, what do you call him? Nombly. He's got a bit of attitude, or his timekeeping's not up to it, and he's a bit too cool for school. So get rid of him, man. Get rid of him. Wayne Bonner says memberships and super chats are always. Oh no, I've taken the sign off, haven't I? Let me just. Nah, I can't be bothered putting it up. I'll bugger something up. But super chats are available, and membership, as Wayne is a fine member here. Vicario got off to a shaky start, and his distribution is dodgy. I didn't find that, man. I mean, maybe I was. I'm an unreliable witness. Let me just lie down here, get comfy. My PC's holding up so far. That's a good sign. I didn't get that vibe, but I mean, a lot of people are. So I'm the odd man out here. But when called upon, he did his job well. Yeah, he did some good saves. Looking forward to seeing him settle in. Yeah, and I'm hearing he's parrying when he should be catching, and I'm not getting that yet either. So I'm happy with him. I'm happy with him. I wonder how much he's going to get tested tonight, because Man United didn't look very threatening against Wolves last week. So maybe old Den Haag tighten up his ever so tight jacket, even maybe take it in even another couple of inches to make his chest stick out more. Well, mine just disappears if I do that. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Give them a good old rocket, and maybe they'll come out swinging. But I don't know, man. Jammy Git, that's a good name, man. Big up Paul and Don Bellend has got to go. Yeah. If that's true about, he's not taking training seriously, it's not good, is it? It's not good, not just for himself. I mean, I don't care what he personally does. I hear people say, "Oh, he's a gifted footballer. What a waste." Well, he's making his own choices, so I don't really feel. I don't feel that. And people were saying this about Dele Alli a while ago about, "Oh, he's gifted and he's letting it all go." That's up to the individual, isn't it? So, but it's not good for young players or the mood around the camp. I don't think they have someone who's a bit of a slacker. So yeah, man, off he goes, I reckon. West Sydney Flamengo, greetings from Parramatta. I was just in Parramatta about an hour ago. Got the train from the Blue Mountains to Parramatta and just got the bus home. Greetings from Parramatta, hippie. I'm 100% on the Ange train. That's what we want to hear, man. Where is it? Let me see if I've got my cheap sound effects. There we go. It's the Ange Postecoglou choo-choo. Destination glory. It's already left the station. Maybe you can hop the barrier if you ain't got money for your ticket. But it's very exciting. And I'm getting, I'm really enjoying seeing all the Spurs fans catch up to Ange Postecoglou. I knew it would happen. I wanted Ange in for ages. But like yourself, man, it's only because we've seen him for years. So we knew what the guy was capable of, and everyone else is just sort of seeing that now. And I'm getting a real kick out of people, making their own minds up and seeing it for themselves. It's really cool. Wayne Bonner, the sooner we get rid of Ndom Standstill, the better. Yeah, man. Yeah, get rid of him. I mean, I like kind of Ange's approach in the press conferences, though. He's sort of saying, well, it's all beyond his control. And really, he's right in that way. I mean, why should he care? He's got to pick the squad of 25, and that's going to dictate who goes and who's necessary for the club. But I guess whether they actually walk out of the door or not, he doesn't care. And why would you? He's focusing on the job at hand. Lenny Vile, as Ange has always said, when with Celtic, I'm not too fussed with clean sheets as long as we score more. Yeah. And I think I don't know if he got that attitude, but he certainly heard that attitude from Ferenc Puskás when he was being coached by him. It don't matter, does it? Look, clean sheets were an issue last year when we were only scoring 1 or 2 goals. Our defence was a huge issue. The only thing is this year we don't have Harry Kane up front. How are we going to get the goals? Well, we'll find out. But I'm very confident, man. I'm very confident. Celtic's defence became tighter and tighter as the Celtic boys settled into the system. That's true, and Cameron Carter-Vickers especially, and Starfelt to a lesser extent. I mean, Cameron Carter-Vickers was immense, and Spurs fans, whenever I've told them, they sort of look at me as if I've lost my head because of how they remember Cameron Carter-Vickers. But seeing him at Celtic, he was fantastic, absolutely fantastic. And they did. I mean, what was it? Last year, Celtic scored over 108 goals, and I think they let in 38. Their goal difference was still plus 80. So I don't care. Ian G, g'day, man. Nice to see you. I want to see more of Perisic. But either way, come on, you Spurs. That's it, man. The greatest football team the world has ever seen. And it's Tottenham Hotspur. Right up your ass, Tottenham Hotspur FC. That's what we all sing it, man. We all sing it, so I'm going to say it as often as I can. We're not lying when we're singing. It is the best football team in the world that the world has ever seen. And if you have to ask why, then you ain't in on it. You won't get it. It's a pointless question. Pointless. You're not going to like the answer. Don't ask it. Jamie Gitt, Levy is hoarder of crap football players. We need to get Channel 4's Millionaire Hoarders show involved on the intervention. Yeah, he's a bit, yeah, I suppose. We're going to have to tear up some, well, in my opinion, we'll probably see some contracts being ripped up if we can't get rid of them. Whether they'll do that or not, because you're still having to pay someone out, but they're a distraction, aren't they? They don't keep you focused. Oh, I like this name, Zen. G'day, hippie. Keep up the psychedelic disposition, mate. I'll do my best, man. I'll do my best. Look, we lose 10 on a row. My calm and zen like last year. Bloody hell. You should have seen me on the Irish Hotspur build-ups. After the year, we were all bloody miserable, especially from the World Cup onwards. We were miserable. But this year, I'm happy and excited, man. Happy and excited. Wayne Bonner, I like Carter Vickers at Spurs. Oh, right, man. Okay. He's just never given a proper go at the club. I've not heard anyone say that, man. I've generally sort of heard, you know, I mean, this is only what I've generally heard as well. So there might be people saying the same thing, but that, you know, we couldn't find, you know, he's on loan here and loan there and never got his, never really impressed anyone, I guess. But yeah, I'd love to see him back at Spurs, actually. You know, window's still open, isn't it? Window's still open, or maybe January. How are we all thinking the window's gone? I think it's gone okay. You know, I'm not going to complain. Well, I am going to complain, maybe. We obviously need to get more defenders in, but and I've got sneaking suspicion that we've actually already spent the Harry Kane money, which I think is disgraceful. Why a club like ours needs to sell before we buy is a joke. But that's just the way it is. What are you going to do about it? But I think our first 11 is pretty good, and there is a little bit of depth there. I think on the outfield, defensively maybe not so much so, but hopefully that will come with time. Nick Brown, last game Romero and Emerson scored. Yes, today Van der Ven and Udogie. Yeah, why not, man? Why not? If they score 2 and it's 2-0 or 2-1, who cares? I don't care where the goals come from. I'm excited. I thought Van der Ven had a great debut, and the age, the age of these two guys as well. It's bodes well for the future, doesn't it? I think we've got enough for the future prospects though, because I still think you need a bit of a crusty old 35-year-old in there somewhere. Which we don't really have at the moment. I mean, Heung-min Son, he's probably pushing the oldest now, isn't he? I might be wrong on that, but I think the average team age that we put out against Brentford was 25, whereas Brentford's was 26. So we're a young team. The sun is starting to come in through the window and make me disappear. So I'll have to adjust my light. Oh, I don't know what buttons to push on it. Oh, there we go. Let's have a bit of colour, eh? Ooh, there we go. Look at that, eh? Oh, does it come through? Yeah, it does a bit. Maybe it's too much for my computer to handle if I have too much colour going on. There we go. There we go, that'll do. Yeah, it's exciting. If Van der Ven and Udogie get on the spreadsheet. Oh. Sorry, folks. I just had a project management flashback there, not spreadsheet. Score sheet. I think it'd be fantastic. Wayne Bonner, I watched CCV at Spurs play in League Cup and Europe. Good player. Okay. Oh, that's nice to hear, man. So, okay, makes me feel less barking mad. If there's two people that are barking mad, that's pretty cool. Jamie Gitt, I hope Ange sees the video of Dyer doing that pizza review. Dude, I mean, Jacob at United Spurs of America, which is, I believe, United States of America's #1 Spurs channel, United Spurs of America. He plays that clip now and then. I just want to You know, just want, just skulk around looking like a shoplifter. I feel ashamed. You know, no one would say that to Graham Roberts. You'd end up picking your teeth up if you said that to Graham Roberts. Where he laughs at Tottenham, we're not winning trophies, disgraceful, should never play for us again. I agree, man. I think it's a horrible attitude, and it's the fact that it's not just the attitude, it's the way that someone felt safe to be able to say that to him as well, because I don't think you should quite feel safe saying that to a professional sportsman, let alone a football, let alone a defender. You know, you're dicing with death, or not death, but maybe picking your teeth up. But I reckon Ange is all over it. He's not an idiot. He would have been studying Spurs for months before he joined us, and I think he gave him the armband against Barcelona just to one last shot or whatever, and he wasn't up to it, was he? Wasn't up to it. Maybe he'd been making murmurings about how he wants to be captain at Tottenham and all that. And he said, all right, you're captain then. And he was crap. Talk about putting the handbrakes on every time the ball got to him. Terrible. Saying, I don't know, what were we laughing at? I don't know. Lenny Vial. CCV and Starfelt never lost a match together over 2 seasons. Looking forward to Romero and MVV. Mickey van der Ven on the path to something similar would be nice, eh? Once you've got that solid brick wall, gives a lot of confidence to football teams, doesn't it? So how long are we going here? I didn't think this would be a long one, especially. Maybe half an hour. Okay, well, I don't know how much longer I've got because there's not a lot to go on about here. I'll just have a quick look at the Twitters. If there's any news that I don't know about, let me know. But let me have a look here. How do we get onto the... So rubbish at this. And then there's a bit of protest going on this evening, isn't it? Or whatever time the game... What time's the game on at... What was it, 5:30 kick-off in England? 5:30? I can't see any news. Nick Brown, latest short of Dyer, I watched him and a presenter were bitch slapping each other. Bitch slapping each other's cheeks with a tortilla. It's not cool, is it? It's not cool. I so wanted a turn versus Dyer. I think you can get to the back of the queue, man. There's a few people wanting to slap Eric Dyer's face with a tortilla. Hopefully we won't be seeing much of him this year. We'll find out though, eh? All right. Well, look, I'm gonna wind it up a little bit here, and I'll just let you know when I'm on later. Let me have a look. Irish Hotspur. Irish Hotspur. Time's it on? Pre-match pump up. It's on in 6 hours. 6 hours? No, it's 7 hours. 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock PM Sydney time. Just 2 in the afternoon in England. And then I might be doing We Are Tottenham TV. I don't know yet. But that's usually like an hour and a half before kickoff. All right. Is there any last shouts from the chat here? I don't think there is. I think we've drawn to a close here. I'm really excited. It's going to be a good game. It's going to be a good game at the very least. And it's just nice to look forward to games again. I kind of lost that feeling last year. So win, lose or draw, I'm excited about it. And, if they wallop us, that's football. It'll give something for Ange to work on. I'm not going to panic. But you never know. We might just actually smash them. Oh, here we go. Yassarian. Hey, man. What's your predictions, man? I've got to get your predictions for the game. Because you're quite bang on. I'm going 5-2. Peace and love. In Ange we trust. And come on, you Spurs. Ad infinitum. That's it, man. Zen says, observation. I followed Big Ange from Brisbane Roar to now Tottenham. Everywhere he's gone, he has galvanised the fans. Yet all fans of other clubs have common characteristics. How so? Yeah, no, but you're right. It does galvanise the fans, absolutely, because it's an important thing to do. And we've got a manager that actually wants to be at the club and is keen to get all the fans. He likes that atmosphere. You can see his face light up when he talks about it. He's not like full of shit. I hope Tottenham fans galvanise behind him. They are. I think they have already, man. And to their credit, it's been a lot quicker than I expected. I thought it'd be quicker than the way it happened at Celtic, because we've got the experience of seeing the Celtic story. It's all history now, so we know how that went. Celtic fans were going in a bit more cold, you know. They knew. Oh, they probably read up from him about Yokohama a bit or whatever, but it took them a while, purely I think because of that. Whereas we've got that plus Celtic, and I think it's going to be great, man. I think it's going to be great. Nick Brown, 3-2, coming you Spurs. That's it, man. That's it. Well, you know what? It was a quick stream, but in and out like a shadow in the night, as Hellboy would say. Thanks very much for joining me, and I hope you can find me on the Irish Hotspur later. Thanks for watching and clicking like and subscribing and all that, if that's what you're doing. If you're not, I don't care. It's all right, man. I just care about people watching, really. That's nice. And I'll just hover over that and get ready to say peace and love, man. Peace and love. And come on, you Spurs.